So in this video, I want to show you guys how you can make a lot of money online by using Bible verses or Bible quotes or just about anything that's inspirational that is taken from the Bible. And I'm going to show you guys how people are generating thousands and sometimes even millions of dollars per year doing this type of work. Now, this isn't hard, it's not very difficult, so I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works. And on the screen right here, I have this personalized Bible verse LED light. Now, this is not the product that I'm going to be showing you guys how to make. However, I just wanted to use this and as an example of what other people are doing with products and what's selling. As you can see, this is in 15 carts and it's selling for just about $10. It's on sale. It was $22.21, and it's a personalized Bible verse LED light. It has Philippians 4:13. It says, "I can do all things through Him who gives me strength." And then of course this product has several variations, so different Bible quotes, different verses, and these are hot selling items on just about any marketplace. So if you go on Amazon, if you go on Etsy, if you go on eBay, just about any online marketplace, these are going to be some of the best selling items. And as you can see here, it has the badge best seller. This item has had a high sales volume over the past 6 months, and we're going to take a look at some other examples here as well. But the main point here is that when it comes on to Bible verses, inspirational items that are from the Bible, they are very, very well performing and hot selling items. Now I want to show you guys something, and actually before I do so, I made a video probably about a year ago. Now, I know this isn't my normal type of content, as it's not how to find a job online. However, you can do this remotely from home, so I think it was good for me to include this on this channel. However, I want to address something very quickly before I get any deeper into this video. So I did create a video, something similar to this, on another channel about a year ago, and there were a lot of people who were very upset. So a lot of people got triggered, they were angry, and they were in the comment section. Now, they were very angry because they thought that it was wrong for me to be showing people how to make money online and using the Bible. So they thought that was wrong. Now, I'm not a subject matter expert here, so if you are, and I mean, even if you're not, still comment down below, let me know your thoughts on this. But I can give you guys my thought process based on just being a business owner. So something that I want to show you very quickly, this is something that I just got. So I just got this for my office. It's just a plaque. You can put it on the wall or you can put it on the desk. It just says, "I still remember the days I prayed for the things I now have." Now, I bought this, it cost about $15 to $16. And as you can see here, it looks like wood, but it's not wood. It's actually some type of plastic, and they applied some type of wood grain texture to it, so it kind of looks like wood. And then they did some type of lasering to get the letters and the words on there. But this is also a hot selling item on Amazon, and they have different variations. They have them Bible verses, quotes, and again, really hot selling items on just about any marketplace. So this is something that I got. Now, one thing that I can tell is that this material right here, even though it's cheap and it's not real wood, there is a cost for this material, right? So there's a cost for the material, and then also for the engraving, there's going to be another cost here. And then apart from the material and the engraving, there's also going to be a cost for labor, because somebody has to work in a factory or some type of manufacturing facility, and they have to actually do this, and then somebody has to ship it out. So there are a couple costs associated with creating this and just about any product. So even though it's related to the Bible, it's religious, and some people think that I shouldn't, be teaching people how to profit from the Bible, you still have to remember that it's not free. It can never be free. Even Bibles, right? If you go to a church or some religious organization, then yes, you may be able to get a Bible for free. However, that doesn't mean that it is free for them to make that. Now, let's take a look at that, for example. So Bibles, right? I did a quick Google search, cost to publish one Bible. Now, off the bat here, it says $1 to $3, which makes it seem as if, it's really cheap to create a Bible, but it's actually not. So if you're gonna be doing professional self-publishing, editing alone could be $2,000 to $4,000. Overall self-publishing costs potentially $5,000 to $10,000 for quality. And premium Bibles can retail for $200 to $250. Now, if you're doing thousands of copies, then that's where it becomes a bit cheaper, and then it may cost about $1 to $3 per unit. But even at $1 to $3 per unit, there's still a cost that's associated with creating it. So the people who are working in this manufacturing facility, in this factory, they have bills just like anybody else. They have to survive just like anybody else. And so wherever publishing is taking place, there has to be some sort of profit so that people can basically support themselves. So this is my line of reasoning, and this is why I don't think there's anything wrong with selling products like this, because, well, somebody has to do it. People enjoy it. I would argue that you're doing a great service, because personally, I like the one that I got, but I wouldn't want to, spend $2,000 to $5,000 or $2,000 to $4,000 just to get the equipment and all the raw materials just to create this one piece of art for myself, or this one inspirational quote for my office for myself. I'd rather go online and pay somebody $15, even if I know that they're profiting from it, because I get what I want. It's a lower cost, and I don't have a problem with supporting someone who is doing something like this. So, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, but that's my line of reasoning. And I'm not sure why a lot of people were triggered before, but I just wanted to point that out before I get any further in this video. So the entire aim here is not to get anyone upset because I'm using the Bible to make money, but to show people that everything here comes at a cost. Now let's get into the video now on how you can actually monetize this and make some money online. So here's one product, $9.99. It's customizable, it's on Etsy, it is a bestseller. Another product here is something similar. This one is Etsy's pick. This is in demand. 7 people bought this in the past 24 hours. It's selling for $15, and it's on sale, 50% off. It was $30. The sale ends in just about a week from now. And again, these are some of the best selling items on Etsy, on eBay, on Amazon. And we could even take a look at another item here. So this is something similar to what I got. This one says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13, $15.95. That's kind of around the price that I paid for mine. And again, you can choose a different size. The price goes up the larger it is, and the background, and also you can add some personalization to these as well. But again, this is a bestseller, 20 plus views in the past 24 hours. This one had 7 people bought in the last 24 hours, and this one is in 15 carts, and they're all bestsellers. Now, this is something that you can do, but this is what most people are already doing. So you're gonna have a lot of competition. But something else that I have here for you guys is this. So these are cutting boards. Now, these are not so popular right now. This one is selling for $19.97. It's on sale. It was $79.90. That was the price. And this is on sale. It ends in just about 2 weeks. This is also a bestseller, in demand, and 2 people bought this product in the last 24 hours. Again, from my research, when it comes on to Bible verses and inspiration taken from the Bible, these are some of the best selling products online. They sell extremely fast, and the profit margins are very good as well. Now, when I looked online on how to create something like this, most people tell you to, go on Etsy, find a similar product that you can compare it to, look at what it's selling for, then go over to like Printify, right? So you could go over to Printify, and this is where you can personalize cutting boards, t-shirts, clothes, just about anything, and it's shipping, it's on demand, and they kind of do like a drop shipping for you. So basically, you would get an order. Let's say you had this product listed on your Etsy account. You would get an order here, and then you go over to Printify, you'd put in the order details, and then they would ship it directly to your customer, and then you would get the profits from that sale after they took the cost for creating the product and also shipping cost as well. However, this is not really a good idea on Printify, and the reason is a wooden cutting board here. I mean, if you're gonna be engraving it, it looks good and you can do it on Printify, but the problem is this, and this is where a lot of people run into a problem. The price is $21.52. Shipping starts at $14.59. And even if you go with Printify Premium, it's $15.88. I mean, it's cheaper, but if you want to compare it to a product like this that's selling for $20, there's no way that you could compete. You'd have to sell this product for the original price here of $79.90. So if you list yours on Etsy for $79.90, and I went on Etsy and I found this seller and they had it on sale for $19.97, then, you know, I mean, it's obvious most people are going to buy the one for $19.97. So even though it's on sale, I think this is the price that we should look at. And if we want to sell a product, we should want to be able to sell it at a competitive price, the on sale price here, or be able to sell it at the on sale price, just so we can compete with these other sellers. So instead of going on Printify or one of these on-demand services, which is much more expensive, I actually found how you guys can do this on the cheap. So cutting board right here. I just did a quick Google search and I found a couple of companies. Now, I'm not affiliated with these companies by any means. This is not a promo. I just found these online and I'm just sharing it with you guys. So here's one, branded promo, custom bamboo cutting board printed with a logo. And the downside here is you have to buy in bulk, but you get them really cheap. So if you buy 100, you're only paying $3.41 for one. If you compare that with Printify, I mean, it's $21.52. So no profit margin here. And if you use, you know, this company, it's going to be a much larger profit margin, even with shipping. So $341, and you'll get 100 of these. And of course, you'll have to pay for shipping to ship these out to your customers from home, but it's gonna cost you a whole lot less. Also, some of these companies do allow you to simply just upload the logo or whatever you want to be on the cutting board. So you could actually put the Bible verse or the quote on there and they'll do it for you and ship it to you. But if you are just starting out, I wouldn't recommend doing that because you don't know which Bible verse or which inspirational quote is gonna be the top selling performer. So then you don't wanna order 100 cutting boards that say, I still remember the days I prayed for example, and then, you know, people are more interested in some other inspirational quote and you don't have those. So I would get these blank. And now another company, and just to show you guys that this isn't something that's hard to do. So this is one company. I found another one. This is For All Promos, again, not affiliated with these guys by any means, just from a quick Google search. If you wanted, you know, 150, you're paying around $492, 250, $477. So it gets considerably cheaper if you just simply buy these and have them print on them for you. Also, another company here is Quality Logo Products, and here they'll customize it for you. So $5.63 just to customize it. And if you don't want it customized, then they'll just send it to you. I mean, let's add to cart. So the total here would be around $729. And this includes the item total, the logo setup, printing is free, and shipping would be determined by your location, of course. But if you don't want it with the logo and we add to cart, it's, you know, $5.70 for one item. And you can do the math, you can order 100. If you buy thousands, then it's going to be considerably less. Now, I would recommend that you guys get these blank, not customized. And the reason being is because I also searched on how to engrave these. Now, as you guys can see, the one that I got, it's not a cutting board, but it was engraving. So I did a quick search again, and I was able to find this product at the Home Depot, which is also a bestseller. Now, this is an engraving machine, and it's able to engrave wood, metal, and acrylic. and it's 15 by 15. That's the working area, and it's only $368. Now for all of these cutting boards right here, this one is 6 by 7, so it would easily be able to engrave on this cutting board. This one right here is, let's see, it's a 9 by 6, so you'd still be able to print on this one. And the other one right here is, let's see, description and specs, it's a 7 by 6. So all of these cutting boards, standard size cutting boards, you'd still be able to engrave on these, and you could do so with this machine for up to a 15 by 15 working area. Now right off the bat, this may seem expensive, but let's say you were actually serious about this and you were gonna start a business. Let's take the cost of this and divide it by 12. So based on a year, you would be paying just about $30 per month. So $368, which is just about $30 per month, you'd be done paying with this in about 12 months, and you'd own this engraving machine. And again, you could find these cutting boards here for $4, $5, $2. So you could buy these in bulk, 100 at a time. You'd have them at home or wherever. You'd buy the engraving machine. You can engrave them once you get an order. So you'd make your listing on Etsy, for example, and it'll be customizable. So, you know, you could put people's names on there, the date that they got married, or it could be Bible verses, inspirational quotes. And you can actually allow them to add personalization here. So they would go on your product on Etsy or whatever marketplace you choose to list your product on. They would put in whatever they want. So whether it's a name, whether it's a code, whatever it is, and then you would simply just customize this at home, and then you would package and ship the product. Now again, $30 per month for this machine. It pays for itself over 12 months. And then you're paying, the cheapest option here that I was able to find was $2.76 per cutting board. So your profit margins, I mean, even with shipping and taxes included, if you're selling this for, you know, $79, then you're gonna be making probably 800% in profits. And if you're selling it for $19.97, then you're making close to, if not slightly above 100% on your profit margins. So really good idea here. Again, these are some of the best selling items on Etsy. However, I would stay away from these because these are a lot more popular. A lot of sellers have these, but something that I don't see a lot of people doing are these cutting boards. And again, with a small upfront investment, you can actually start this from home and you can make a lot of money. And this is already proven because, as you can see, these items are all best sellers. They're the best selling items on Etsy, on Amazon, on eBay, and all these online marketplaces. So again, comment down below. Let me know if you think there's anything wrong with this method of making money online. Let me know if you've ever done anything like this before. What do you think? Your general thoughts about this method of making money online. Also, if you like this type of content, let me know, because I know that a lot of you guys are here primarily because you want to find remote work from home jobs. But also, if you're interested in what I would consider a side hustle that you can also scale into your full-time job, which are business ideas like these, then let me know as well. I'll incorporate a lot more content like this on this channel. But as always, all the best with making money online, and I'll talk to you guys very soon in the next video.